Hello, this is a Brave Knight Mercenary spotlight on Christina. Christina is a 5-star rarity warrior. She is a StarCraft 2 champion hailing from South Korea. She turned into a mech pilot to defend the South Korean skies from the Omnic invasion. She teams up with Soldier 79 and Bastion. Hold up. Christina is a genius tinkerer slash thief who makes steam machines. She maintains her hustle by robbing machine parts to make money. Growing dissatisfied with her villainous lifestyle, she began to search for meaning through a more altruistic approach in life. She met Dr. Morgan and was inspired by his passion to use steam engines to do good and joined his cause. Christina's companion Catsy is Christina's partner in crime. She encouraged Christina to utilize her skills to cause mischief and steal. However, she makes sure to steal from corrupt people, so I guess she's like Robin Hood or something. She also likes cats a lot, if that isn't obvious given her cat-like aesthetic. I'll briefly go over Christina's skills, gameplay style, and provide some of my opinions on her. I won't be going over the details of her skills, but just the general parts of it. I'll link to Brave Knight Encyclopedia in the video description where you can easily read on her stats and skill values. Christina's first skill is Quintuple Attack. Christina attacks 5 times at reduced attack value. Each attack is considered a normal attack. Christina's second skill is Passion. Christina gains 1 turn of incoming damage reduction before she attacks. At plus 15, Christina also gains 95% defense and debuff immunity. Combined with her 5% defense, Christina reaches 100% defense on her own prior to attacking. Christina's third skill is Final Strike. Christina deals additional damage relative to how much missing life the enemy has. The way this additional damage is calculated is by taking the base value and multiplying it by the percentage of missing health her target has. For example, at plus 10, Christina's base damage of Final Strike is 300% of her attack value. If the enemy is missing exactly 50% of their life, the Final Strike will deal 150%. The less HP her target has, the more damage she deals. This synergizes well with the fact that she hits 5 times. She applies Final Strike each time she attacks, and each hit will deal more damage as the enemy has their life dropping bit by bit. Also at plus 3 and above, if Final Strike kills an enemy, Christina will heal a percentage of her max life. Christina's awakening skill is Tricolor Bomb. Before each attack, Christina applies an adaptive DOT on the enemy based on their class. She applies Bleed onto defenders, Poison onto warriors, and Burn onto supports and mages. Remember that Bleed deals triple damage to defenders, and Poison deals triple damage to warriors, while Burn is regular damage to all classes. Christina's Bleed also specifically ignores defense, so it can actually kill 100% defense defenders. Christina's Poison and Burn do not ignore defense, but will ignore incoming damage reduction. It's also worth noting that this DOT is stackable. She can apply up to 5 instances of the DOT with 1 attack. Christina is a versatile all-rounded warrior with strong initiation and good cleanup capabilities. Her 3-tile skip attack is what makes her very strong at pressuring lanes, and a good Christina opening can single-handedly win games. Her multi-hits allow her to deal with some characters very well, and her DOTs can kill many units that could survive her normal attack. Her innate 100% defense and debuff immunity that she gets when she is plus 15 also helps her survive against many counters. Christina's largest weakness is 100% defense units, as they don't take damage from her attack or her DOT, except for defenders. Some characters also have some abilities that allow them to heal in between every hit, causing Christina's Final Strike to deal a very low amount of damage. It's worth noting that Christina's base attack is very low, and her multi-hit skill reduces her attack even further. Christina needs considerable buffs to be a threat. I'll go over what Christina counters. Christina kills many units with no defensive properties like 100% defense. Good examples are Eleanor, Christina, Kyria, and Alec. Christina's natural attack tiles also makes her very strong options to address Stella formations, should they ever appear. I guess this isn't last year anymore, so this doesn't matter. Christina's Bleed specifically ignores armor, so Christina can kill various high defense units with her Bleed. Benchina, Glacia, and Orfina are the major ones. Lastly, Christina's multi-attack also makes her fantastic at chipping away units like Lucius and outright killing Yuri and Frisia. With Belieth buff, she can even kill Seto from full life. I'll go over some Christina counters now. Christina is easily blocked by 100% defense units with debuff or DOT immunity. Dolphy, Eden, Levia, Angelica are to list a few. Valtor is a huge problem for Christina. When she attacks Valtor, his nullifier will kick in after her first attack, and her subsequent hits will be removed to buffs. This is particularly bad if Christina is relying on Raphithia or Belieth buff, both of which are fully removable. I said earlier that Christina could one-shot Seto if she is buffed by Belieth, but if Valtor is in front of Seto, then Valtor ends up removing the Belieth buff before her normal attack is counted on Seto, as she only does 2 tick of Seto's Flame Guard. Christina's damage per hit is also fairly low unless she is running powerful buffs. Units that heal in between attacks can potentially ward off her hits. Belieth, Bane and Grenhilda can be surprisingly difficult to kill for Christina. As for supports, Raphithia can make it difficult for Christina to kill mini units as well. Her buff provides healing whenever a unit is about to be hit. Sola could also push various units to 100% defense, which can cause them to survive Christina. Michaela provides DOT immunity to her allies along with a defense boost as well. So some Christina Synergies. Christina synergizes well with most support, but she really likes aggressively strong ones like Michaela and Veronia. These two plus Raphithia can grant Christina enough damage to break through enemy Raphithia buffs and one-shot most units. One of Christina's more interesting synergies is with Belieth. Belieth's offensive buffs are strong, but it turns her into a Seto counter and allows her to one-shot him even though she will die. Trading Christina for Seto is generally always worth it. Since Christina usually pressures a large portion of the middle of the lane, having units that can cover the back or the front are good. For units to cover the front, Yuri, Eleanor, Eden, Alec, and Dolphy are good options. For the back, Ludmilla is one to consider. Christina also appreciates Celia, who could drop enemy defense. With enough buffs, Christina can effectively take advantage of the openings that Celia creates. Christina is also one of the best units to help Susera reach her ego in mirror form due to Christina's multi-hit and AoE, and can generate crystals quickly for Susera to transform. Christina also shares a set bonus for co-op attacks involving Dr. Morgan and BDM. This isn't a very useful co-op attack for PvP, but it has some interesting use in some PvE stages, primarily Evil Castle stages where Death Guard is a factor. Okay, so for my opinion, Christina is one of the more well-rounded and versatile 5-star warriors in the game. It doesn't seem so given her inability to dent 100% defense units or the fact that she misses out on her DOT if they have DOT immunity or debuff immune units. However, multi-hit is a powerful utility and niche that allows Christina to not only hit hard, but to also break through various guards. The DOT is still valuable in situations where it applies, and her innate debuff immunity and defense that she gains is a great skill for any warrior to have to help ensure that she has some capability of surviving after she attacks. Christina is one of the earlier units to have received a plus 15 update, and she is still surprisingly good. However, Christina does depend a lot on Belieth to have relevancy with Seto being so prevalent. Christina's ability to one-shot Seto and still potentially hit 2 other targets is not to be underestimated, especially since Christina hits skip tile and Seto is frequently placed on skip. Christina is still good overall at dealing with most units. Her damage per hit is low due to her low base attack, but with good non-removable buffs she can still rack up a lot of damage and kill many tanks. It goes without saying that she will eliminate most other non-100% defense warriors, mages, or supports. Christina sees good use in every content in this game. She's good in Arena, Underground Arena, and Guild War, while also being invaluable in Evil Castle stages that require multi-hit or the Dagdaron World boss. So should you build Christina? My answer is that it depends. Belieth is a large component in making Christina still competitively viable in Arena, so if you don't have Belieth, Christina loses a large selling point as a Seto counter. But if you don't intend to run other compositions such as Susera compositions or Belieth compositions, then Christina isn't a must-have, but she's still an overall versatile warrior. Another issue with Christina is that she absolutely needs to be plus 15. The debuff immunity and 100% defense that she obtains on plus 15 when she attacks is a huge jump from plus 14. There's really no middle line in regards to this. Asking new or intermediate players to get 5 of Christina's companion, max level soul gears, and have Belieth is kind of a tall order, even if it's not actually a bad investment. Think about it for a bit, and if you end up wanting to run Belieth or Susera forms, then go for Christina. Otherwise, she's still a good unit to have, so slowly build up your soul gears and you can roll for companions along the way. Overall, Christina is a stable, solid warrior and has remained good since her companion rework many months ago. Multi-hit, adaptive DOTs, skip attack with 3 tile range, she has a good combination for success. Thanks for watching my Christina Mercenary Spotlight. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Thank you.